Today we're going to make a really simple beach, and we're just going to use the primary colours red, blue, yellow, black and white. My name is Ali Hart. I've been teaching art for over 20 years. I've grown my business by 300% since COVID just from teaching human beings how to paint loose. I'm going to use charcoal to pencil it out for you. I have a canvas board which isn't even in a landscape. It's in a lovely square, but that can be really beautiful sometimes. Then we also have one brush, just one flathead brush, some water and a mixing plate. Let's get started. With any landscape is a horizon, so we're going to put it just below, so about 3/4 of the way down, left to right, right to left if you're left-handed. Oopsies. I'm balancing this on a chair. Then we're going to add in some sea. So the sea is going to be about a finger's distance down, and we start to get a little bit more rugged because that's where our waves are. Gorgeous. Then we go for another little line of waves. You can lighten how your pencil is on the canvas here. Not uniform, waves are not uniform. Then we've got this lovely bit of where the sea is over the sand and it starts to get transparent. So we're going to have this big cloud on the right hand side, and then we're going to have just little wispy clouds, so you can just let your pencil roll over. This is called a gesture drawing. Whenever we do a gesture drawing, what we're doing is we are planting down the image so that we can get loose, fast painting. We want to do this in a short space of time so that we push our creativity. Your brush, and you're going to dip it in your water, and you're going to have your primary colors, red, blue, yellow. I've got 2 shades of blue because I didn't have an ultramarine blue. So we've got blue, red and yellow. Those are your primary colors. And then we have black and we have white. So get yourself a mixing plate. First thing we're going to do is mix a nice sky. So you're going to take a big chunk of white to begin with, and then you're going to take some blue. You're going to mix those two together. This is a bit more like a cerulean blue, which I don't actually like to use, but I don't have ultramarine blue, so we just make do. I want you to learn that you don't have to have the best tools. You just are making a painting, which is a moment in time. Beautiful. Get used to painting. Not everything needs to sell. Push yourself. It feels good. Tiny little bit of black into that to change it so it's more cloudy, murky. Roll the paint off. And we're going to take another big chunk of blue into that, so we got a darker shade of it. And that means we have 2 shades of blue for this nice rich sky. Now you're going to take some more blue and a little bit of black. You're going to mix those two together. Don't worry if there's extra on your brush from before. A little bit more blue into that. So look at those 3 shades you have just from blue, black and grey. So we're going to take a big scoop of that darkest blue, and we're going to get it planted on the top. Just left to right. Make sure there's a little bit of water in your brush. Then we're going to go to that blue that's just below it. So roll off whatever's on your brush so you get this nice translation between one painting and the other, one paint, and pull the paint across. This is a nice brush that holds a lot of water, but you might need to double dip into your water a few times because water moves the paint. Look at all the videos where I'm teaching you and talking to you about that. Then we come to this lighter blue, roll whatever's on your brush off it. Nice. Scoop it up. I'm going to bring it down. Ignore your cloud lines for now. That's okay. I'm going to pull those down. Now, this is a little bit stripy for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back up to the darker color, scoop it on there, and then I'm going to let it come down here, and I'm gently, just not my brush, there's not as much pressure as I pull one color into the other. And then I'm going to roll whatever's on my brush off, take some more white and roll that in. A teeny bit of black, like a little touch of black. Roll it off, skip it on, and then I'm coming right down to the water line, down to the horizon, and I'm going to pull the paint. That's where you get this nice smoothness and also a little variation. So we want there to be a few little clouds underneath, so we're going to mix a purple, so we need a little bit of red. Doesn't matter if you don't get your brush, you can clean your brush. If you don't get it really clean, you know I'm not going to shout at you. This is not, you're not in school. We don't give marks out of 10 because all of you are, if you were, you would be 10 out of 10. Don't give marks out of 10. I don't shout at you. I shout a little bit. Sometimes I raise my voice, but that's just excitement. Red and blue, and then we're going to mix some white into it so we get this little bit of a purpley shade, okay? Bear with me. Stay with me. Then we're going to take a little bit of that lightest blue into it. roll whatever's off. My nose is very itchy today. Who's talking about me? Taking this, and then we're going to add it over the top. Doesn't matter if it picks it up a little bit, but we're just going to have this dreamy cloud kind of in the distance, far away. And it's going to be the marker. Roll whatever's on your brush off. It's going to be the marker of that big moody cloud that we have up here. Lovely. Now we're going to take some white and we're going to mix that even lighter. And then the top of the cloud is where the light will be. The dark will be that moody bit underneath. So there's a wee bit here, just striping it along, but there's not too much pressure on my brush. And this is pre-primed, by the way. And then I'm going to go up to the top. And this time I'm not striping. There's no striping. I'm just navigating, a wee bit of texture, interrupting one color with the other. And then look, this is how you bring in these extra clouds. You're just picking up the color that's there and you're letting it touch the other color, pull across. There we go. And I'm going to just rim this with a nice light bit here and bringing it down. Take a little scoop more and add one or two. You can soften them again up there. Now, as I always say, what's reflected in the sky, what's in the sky is reflected in the sea. Even though it's going to be a different color, put a little bit down there. Trust me. Even if we paint over it, it adds harmony from top to bottom. Clean your brush. Look at all those colors you mixed. Here there's a little bit of headland. So we're going to mix a green, so blue and yellow. Mine's lemon yellow and this weird cerulean blue. So you know I'm going to be like doing something with it soon. I'm going to take some more. You're going to be using your nice ultramarine blue and your nice cadmium yellow, so you'll be getting a nice green. Now this green's too tart for me. I use that word tart, I don't know why. It's a very country-esque kind of, my mum would use it. But I'm going to turn it so it's more brown. Now this is a greeny brown I've got here because of the shades, but that's okay. I'm going to scoop them up and I'm going to just bring in, there's a little headland here called Skerries in Northern Ireland. So that's what we're implying that is. Roll what's on there off. Take a little touch of black into it, that wee bit that you rolled off, and you're just going to dip dab. So it'll still stick to what is there, and it might not be perfect, but you want to imply that it's there. Clean your brush again. We will use this dark greeny thing as well again. So now we're going to mix a turquoise. So we're going for our big blue. And then a little touch of yellow. So more blue, less yellow. And we want this to be a little starker. So it's okay, you know, there we're taking it out with the red. This one we want to kind of color pop. So there it is. Now I'm going to take another big chunk of blue to one side of it. And I'm going to add a little touch of black. So we nearly have a navy shade there. That's the darkest shade we're going to use. They're still in the same tones, but that's going to be where we're going to take our horizon. So left to right, right to left. This is where you want it to be quite steady. I have just messed mine up a little there. So I'm going to take mine a little higher. And then you're pulling the paint down. Roll whatever's on your brush off. Go for that nice lighter turquoise underneath. And we go in again, but this time we come down to the first of those waves. It's hard to tell on YouTube, but you see the film stuff without a film crew, it's quite intense. Like, I never paint this way on, like, and then I go left to right. Like, I can't even see what I'm painting, but I believe in you and I believe that this will help you. But I've just had dead legs there. Okay. So we're going to take some of that lighter blue that you had at the start. We're going to mix it in. Keep taking a little bit of it. If you don't have it anymore, just add some white and some blue to what you've got. And then here, we're going to put a little bit of the light shades in and let it be up and down a little bit. It's okay if it's a wee bit wonky, because we want to imply now that we've got these waves coming in. Then take a big bit of white into whatever you have, roll it around, and then remember that purpley shade that we had? We're going to pull that into it. And if you need it again, you go for red and yellow, red and blue, and a big chunk of white. And that's going to just change the shade that we had there. And that's going to be our reflection down here. I'm going to add a bit of water to my brush, because it doesn't need to be the whole way across, and it doesn't need to be stripy. So let it be. Clean your brush again. Now, clean your brush well, because we're going to need a little bit of space to make our sand. So we go for red and we go for yellow to mix that nice orange. Very stark, so we're going to take a wee tiny bit of black into it, make it a little bit muggier. Wee bit of blue, so we're on the brown scale. A bit more yellow, so yellow, blue and red. Roll whatever's off, take a big chunk of your white. My white fell on the floor beside me, so I'm just dipping it into the ground. Welcome to my studio, welcome to my studio. And then we're adding a wee bit of yellow to that, so you want it to be mucky. Mucky is the way I would say it. Now let's use that immediately, scoop it on, and that's going to be your very foreground over here. Okay, let's put it in a wee curve. So we're going to bring it so it comes up here and then it comes down. And we're going to take some white into that. I was a bit early for doing that, but that's okay. We're going to go back over this with that lighter shade, and you can dip dab it a wee bit if you want, so you add a wee bit of texture. It's okay to have smooth up here. Want there to be a wee bit of texture here. Then we want to bring in a bit of dark again. So, but we've got the white in it this time. So what I'm going for is my red, blue, and my yellow. So that we get it a wee bit more in the yellow scale. I'm using lemon yellow. Your cadmium yellow will be gorgeous. I have full faith in that. So this darker shade of what we've got, that's going to be coming in here where we start to meet the sea and navigate in and around what's there. Remember we had the bit from the sky, and then just let it be nice like glacier, okay? Smooth over the top. Pull one paint into the other. Even if there's a wee bit up here, that's okay. Oh, it's so dreamy. Look what you're making with your own fair hands. And we are almost done. It's looking absolutely gorgeous. A little bit of black, okay? Remember we were going to come back to here, but let's just build it again. A little bit of black, a little bit of red, blue, and yellow. So you're going to make this very dark, browny shade. Okay, if you want, you can have a little surfer in here. So it's just a wee person and they're bored. It's tiny, but you're basically doing it like a little carrot. So we've got them like this, and then their wee boards out to the side. It seems so simple, but that's how we do it. We can also go totally over it, but what you're going to do now is you're going to go back up the blue shade that we've got here, and I'm going to dip dab in around it a bit lighter. So your very lightest blue, you're going to go for your very lightest blue, just because we're going to imply that he's got a nice wee board here. There we go. Anyway, artistic license, I would say for now. We're going to take some blue into that browny colour that we had, and that's where we're going to fill in a few wee bits coming up here. So this is just your light blue in with your sandy shade. And things to do. This is the white here. So we're going to go bright white in our clouds. Look, brush is just loaded with paint. Then we're coming down onto the sea. So these gorgeous clouds, where there's light, there's dark. So kind of go up to where it's dark. Look, lovely, lovely, lovely energy. Let it just touch. And then here, this can be just little dip dabs. You can soften it in if you want. But that is your beautiful, it can make it even bigger. So you're just dabbing it across, letting it touch what's there. And then same up here. Good, I'm going to just tighten up that wee horizon before we finish. Going back to that purpley shade to go over the top of it slightly. Kind of ruined my beautiful sky doing that. Not ruined. If it was yours, I would say it was gorgeous. Okay, a little bit of purpley sky there, bringing it down because we've got those reflections. And then lastly, if you want that brown that you used for him in there in the sea, you can do a few wee divots in the sand. So they're just little random bits where people have walked, where the shadow is. There we go. And this wee guy, is he back in or is he gone? I think he might have gone. You don't even need to have him there if you don't want. Well done. Beautiful, beautiful Portrush strand in a very short space of time. I'm so glad to teach you. Please subscribe for more. That is how you make a landscape using just the primary colours. All of my teaching will teach you to be the most unintentional artist in your household. What a sweet joy. In this digital age, you get to still use your hands, simple paints, and make beautiful pictures and beautiful memories.